Hey guys, this is Keith with inTech, and today we're here to take a look at the Soul Horizon. So Horizon is the largest model in the Soul lineup. We got three models, the Dawn, the Eclipse, and the Horizon. It's about 19 feet in length overall and weighs about 3,300 pounds depending how you have it optioned. You got a 4,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating on it, so you got plenty of room for capacity of adding other items on. As we take a look at the Soul product, it all has kind of our unique design to it. So you see this mirror through our Luna, Soul, and Terra products. And what you're seeing is our tilt forward design here on the front end. And what we do with all of these is we take this front cap and we tilt it forward. And by doing that, your base frame and structure really stops about right here. But we're able to push you further out into the unit on the inside and give you about another foot to foot and a half of interior space. So while this is just a 19-foot trailer, once you jump inside, it feels much larger. The other thing that plays into that, of course, is going to be our huge front glass windshield. So this is like a car windshield. It's a 3-ply laminated piece of glass. So it's meant to be on the front of a vehicle or a motorhome, taking abuse and rocks and everything like that hitting it. But we do also put a windshield cover on here. So this is a standard piece. You'll see this rail across the top, snaps down the side, and you can put a cover on that so when you're in transport, you don't have to worry about anything coming up and doing any damage to it. Your cap is full fiberglass here. Actually, as you look at the exterior of this unit, everything's fiberglass. So your sidewalls, your roof, the whole works. But if we could peel that away and get into the construction of this unit, that's really what sets an inTech apart. All right, so here's what really sets an inTech apart from anything else you're going to look at. And that is we are an all aluminum chassis that is built and welded here in-house, and then an aluminum cage frame construction. And what's so unique about this is compared to an RV where you have walls and ceilings that are eventually screwed down or stapled together when it's going down the roads trying to twist free from one another, this is a solid unibody structure completely welded together, giving you the maximum amount of strength. You also see that your cabinetry and all your overhead cubbies, they're going to be attached directly into the structure of this unit, which is also connected to your chassis, making sure that you don't have twisting problems and don't have eventually doors and drawers that no longer fit together. All right, so on the exterior of the trailer, like we were talking about, everything's fiberglass. So your sidewalls all hung to that aluminum cage that we were just looking at. On the side here, you're going to see that there's only a couple options available on the Horizon. Most everything on the inside standard. On the exterior, you can option up to 2 different awning options. So you can do a 10-foot manual awning from Thule. If you do that one, this case on the exterior will be silver. Or you can do the power one from Thule, and then you get this black exterior case on it. Both are the same size, both have the same function. The power just gives you a button on the interior to crank it out versus having to do the manual crank. Also, as you come to the back here, this will be a storage compartment in the standard build, or you can option in our slide-out kitchen. The slide-out kitchen has 2 options on it. So right here, what you're seeing is the griddle and this whole kitchen tray assembly. That's option 1. And then you can also add this refrigerator on top of that. The refrigerator we use is a 35 quart with an onboard compressor, so you can cool it down to whatever temperature you like. And then again here you have the Suburban griddle with a cast iron cooktop to it as well. You're also going to have a little spray hose here on the exterior. Right here's a little pop-out spray hose, and then that's going into your 28-gallon fresh water tank. Moving around to the back, you're going to see we put a camera prep on everything. If you look closely on that, it'll give you the web address where you can buy that. It's from Magnadyne. We also keep that part on our marketplace, so you can reach out to us so we can get you one of those cameras. Down here at the bottom, on all inTechs, we always put a 2-inch receiver, and they've got a 175-pound rating. So even things like electric bikes, it can support those as you're tooling down the road. On the road side of the unit, you're going to have another storage compartment. You're also going to have your water heater panel right there. This is going to be your water fill on the outside. And then you're going to see that we always put a, this is going to have a coax cable. So if you were to be at a campground and want to plug in and they had cable options, you could do that right there. That's feeding into your TV on the interior. And then it's a 30 amp service on this unit. Up here in the front, closer to our battery box, you're going to see we put a ZAMP plug-in. So we'll put that on all of our units. So if you got a portable panel you want to plug in, you can do that there. And then here's just a battery vent. So that's feeding into your battery compartment, then out the bottom, so that's all breathing. Also on this side of the unit, you'll see we have our dump valve. So that's going into your holding tank there. On the Soul product, it's a single holding tank, so you don't have a separate black or gray. It all feeds into one. We'll also put a hose storage holder on the side here, so you can slide that and keep that outside the unit, not have to put it inside. Up on the front here, you do have another option. This one's showcasing the power tongue jack. The standard piece would just be a hand crank jack, so you can go either way there. Alright, so we're sitting inside the Soul Horizon here now. We're up in the front dinette area. As we talked about on the exterior, this is where you really gain a lot of that additional space from our tilt forward design. So again, your floor and your structure would be ending, about in this range here, but because of this calf angling forward, we're able to put this huge dinette inside a 19-foot trailer. Also, the big windshield gives you a very open feeling up here. We also put a lot of effort into the Dinette cushions, so when you sit down on the cushions on an inTech, you'll feel that there's a good density to the foam, because we know this is an area that you're really going to enjoy when you're inside this unit, so we put a lot of effort to make it comfortable and nice. The dinette also transforms into a bed, so I'll show you quick how that works. Alright, so everything you need for transforming your dinette into a sleeping area is up here. You'll see that you have a cushion, and this is going to go on top of your table. And then we have a smaller pole, and what we'll do is we'll pop this table off the long pole here, install the smaller one, put the table back down, and then that becomes our base for the bed. Alright, all of your Soul products are going to have the same for entertainment. And we're going to have a DVD player inside, and it's going to have 4 speakers hooked up to it. 2 will be in the front and 2 will be in the back. And you can set those into zones. They'll also be connected to your TV. So you'll have a 32-inch flat screen TV, and the Horizon here is located in the back by the bed area. And then that thing does swivel out, so that way if you're sitting up front in the dinette, you can still be watching the TV there in the back. As you come around to the side here, you're going to see all your electronics. So you're going to have a 35 amp converter on board. This is set up for lead acid the way it comes from us, but you'll see here there's a switch on the interior where you can switch it over to lithium batteries if the customer likes. You're also going to have your battery switch right here, so it's a nice easy location to kick that off when you're done camping, so you're not draining from the batteries. Alright, also on your tower here on this side, you're going to see you're going to have your microwave. This is a standard microwave, it's not a convection. You will have a 3-way fridge, so this fridge is set up to run off of LP, 12 volt or 120, and then your furnace is a direct blow, and that's located down below. That's a 16,000 BTU furnace running off your LP system. Also for comfort, you do have the Dinette AC. So this is a 13,500 BTU AC. Got multiple vents in different locations to be able to blast out the air, and it's all controlled from a thermostat located back in the bedroom area. Soul Horizon, like all of our other Soul product, features the Infinity woven flooring. This is a great product. It's a PVC coated fiber that's all woven together. Therefore, it cleans up incredibly easy. It's used heavily in the marine industry. It's very resistant from tears or stains. And again, the cleaning process is simple as sweeping it out. And then if you start to get some debris or dirt showing up on there, just a little bit of water or soapy water will take care of it. Alright, in your kitchen area, you're going to have a nice large farmhouse sink and all the Soul product. Also going to have a 2-burner stove. Good space for drawers. And this is a good time to bring up on all of our drawers and overheads. We use magnets to keep them closed. That gives us the nice clean look on the exterior, but then also gives you the ability to keep that closed when it's going down the road and it doesn't come open on you. So if you give them a good little tug, they'll pop open, and then as they close, you'll feel them kind of connect with a magnet in the back. And that's the same for your overhead cabinetry. And you'll see that magnet here on the side. So you give them a good little pop, they open up. You have a stay open on all of those, and then the magnet helps to keep that closed as well. Over on this side, we're going to have our wet bath. And this is kind of another defining thing about the Soul product in this size category. This is a very large space for a wet bath. Hard to get it on a videotape here, but if you jump inside this, you're going to have about 6'1" of headroom inside. Good space all the way around it. A lot of people are not a big fan of wet baths, so when they come in and first hear about it, they're like, I'm not sure I want to trailer with one of those. Once you show them the size of this one here, you'll get them on board pretty quickly. All right, you're also going to see we put an exterior door on this. So it's sealed off well, has a little kick plate at the bottom for the water. You won't get anything coming outside of the unit. And then it doesn't require a curtain to do that. So the curtains can always be a little bit frustrating inside a wet bath as you're sticking to them when you turn on the vent fan and it's pulling it into the shower area. As we move back to the bed, you're going to see we're going to use memory foam mattresses back here. This is also a true queen bed. So this is an actual 60 by 80. A lot of units here, again, in this size, you're going to have a smaller bed. You're going to have a more confined bed with maybe some wall angles in the back. This one gives you a lot of space. You'll see we put little shelves in each of the corners there, so you got a spot to place phones, places to charge down below there. And then we also put a little three-way switch for your lights in the back. So as you've gotten into bed, now you can kick off the bedroom lights back here and you're all set to go. Okay, so also here in the back, you're going to notice a good amount of storage. You're going to have uppers all the way across the top here. You even have a little drawer. This is a nice one for clothes down below the bed. We're going to put shades across all the windows. On the back windows, you're going to have a day or a night shade that's on a string right there that pulls down. And then on all of your side windows, like up here by the kitchen and across the front, you're going to have a roller shade. And that'll be a complete blackout roller shade there for the unit. All right, also inside the Soul, you're going to notice a good amount of overhead lighting. We put accent lightings in all of your cubbies. So you'll see those are on a different switch. You'll also find accent lighting underneath the kitchen, up under the front dinette. And all of that lighting is really nice when it's dark outside and you don't want the strength of the overhead lights. Now you can have a little bit of softer lights throughout the camper as well. Back here in the back, you're also going to see we use a max air fan for ventilation. So that control is going to be right over by your thermostat. And the max air is a nice system. It'll actually have a rain sensor on board. So then if the hood is open and it gets wet or it starts to rain, it's automatically going to close itself off. So that's a quick look at our Soul Horizon. Thanks for watching.